In this video, I'm going to be giving you my 3 favorite Search Console hacks that I think are going to be great for beginners. If you're new here, my name is Nick. On this channel, I give marketing advice. I've been helping startups and SaaS companies grow their businesses through marketing for the last 10 years. And on this channel, I'm going to give my candid advice and feedback on how I think you can leverage some marketing tools to ramp up your business. All right, let's just jump straight into it. I have Search Console open right now for a website that I manage called losangelesmusic.io. We help local musicians in Los Angeles kind of find out about local events. That's the long and short of the business. I'm going to assume that you have a little bit of Search Console knowledge already. You maybe already have it installed or you've been playing around with it. The only thing that I have applied right now is a page filter. Here I clicked new and made a new page filter, and I filtered to a URL that's on my website for open mics that are taking place in Los Angeles. So right now we are looking at just data from this kind of open mics list in Los Angeles. The first thing that I think is super beneficial for beginners in Search Console is this list here under queries. It's the first thing that Search Console will show you under the search results tab. This is an actual list of things that people are Googling right now to find content like your page. Somebody Googled this, Google displayed your website as a result of it. Either a user clicked on it and it will be displayed here in terms of number of clicks or in terms of number of impressions. Impressions are probably the first thing that you're going to start getting when you publish a brand new site or you first install Search Console and it's not yet indexed on Google. And the impressions number here, I think, is maybe the single most valuable thing inside of Search Console. The number of impressions correlates with how many people Googled this recently in the time period that you have set, so the last 3 months. Why I think this data is helpful, the way that you can use this, sure, you're like, cool, these people are searching for this, and maybe my site is being displayed, or maybe it's even getting clicked on when people Google this. The way that you're going to use this piece of information is to improve the H1 tag of your blog post or piece of content or website in some way. If people are searching explicitly, in our case, for Open Mic Los Angeles, the heading of my website or page, in my case, should say Open Mics in Los Angeles. I have a qualifier, Best Music Open Mics, but the point is the same. If you are seeing things in Search Console that your website is ranking for or being shown for, and it is not the first thing listed on your site, the thing that's like getting the most impressions, you need to change that. This is like a very, very valuable free information that's coming from Google. You can take kind of the aggregate here. You can see Open Mic in Los Angeles, Open Mics in Los Angeles. These are all basically the same idea. Put the thing that people are searching for in your H1. All right. The second thing I want to mention is if you are brand new to Search Console, like if you have absolutely no data here when you first log in, this dashboard will be blank. You've just installed it on your website. Something that you can do to help speed up the process of Google indexing your site faster is to take the URL of your live website, come over to Search Console and paste it into the inspect bar at the top of the page. If the page is not yet indexed, this page will not display, it won't have all these green check marks on there. Instead, it'll kind of be a grayed out logo. It'll say this page is not yet indexed. If you have made a brand new website, you've just installed Search Console, you should come in here and submit at least your homepage or a few things, a few key pages on your site through this inspect tool, and click a button that will say request indexing here in the top right. When I click request indexing, this is sending a message directly to Google that this page is important to me and to my site. Please take a look at it and see if it's relevant for more search results. Once this dialog box goes away, I'm going to show you what's right underneath it is going to be some real-time data of how Search Console thinks about or has recently been on your site. I'll just hit cancel because I think it's probably up to date. I'm filming this video on May 29th, and you can see here that Search Console last indexed or last crawled my page, meaning it Google came to my website and saw what was on the page about 2 days ago. In the early days, Google has no reason to believe that you will continue to update these pages. If you make manual updates to your pages and they're significant and they're vastly different, which is usually the case in the early days of a website, you should come here and hit request indexing to start sending messages to Google that this is a page you want them to keep up with. Oh, there we go. It was just a little so. Yeah, the first time you submit your website, it'll say this is not yet indexed. You can click request indexing and speed up the process of Google manually finding your website. Something else I want to draw attention to that a lot of early websites and founders and startups don't have created is a sitemap. The sitemap that you are able to generate from your page. Let me see if it has the URL. Oh yeah, up here, open sitemap. The sitemap for your website is most likely your domain name followed by the word sitemap.xml. Most websites have a sitemap built in by default. Your web host, your WordPress installer, Squarespace should have that, but Google doesn't know where it's located on your website by default. So if you're able to come in here to the Sitemaps tab and submit your sitemap for your website, you're going to give a flood of information to Google about all of the pages that are on your website. That's, of course, going to help them discover and crawl things a lot more quickly. All right, the last tip that I have, this is tip number 4 for beginners using Search Console, some functionality that I think you can really benefit from, is back here on the Search Results tab. As people start to visit your website, give it about a month or 6 weeks after you first publish a site and submit it to Google. Give it about a month for some clicks and impressions to start showing up. What you want to do is come over to this Devices tab. Now this data may seem kind of mundane, how many people visited on mobile, desktop, or tablet, but if you really think about how your users might be using or visiting your product or experiencing it, you can start to make updates and adaptations on the pages themselves that are specifically designed for these users. So if you have a mobile app that you're trying to promote through a website, a landing page, your website should be optimized for mobile. Don't design it on your desktop, or do design it on your desktop and test it for a smaller screen size. In my case, there are clearly a lot more people coming on mobile, so I make sure that there aren't any big pop-ups on the page when they get there so that the experience is nice and seamless. And for desktop, maybe you have a SaaS application or a product that you have to log in on desktop with, make sure that the desktop experience is optimized, that it has enough breathing room and real estate to kind of work and operate. So this Devices tab I think is often underutilized, or people go to Wix or Squarespace and they build it once in their desktop, their big monitor in their office, and then they never check on their phone. And once data starts coming in and saying like, hey, maybe 80 or 90% of your users are coming from mobile, you should really start to put yourself in the shoes of your user and experience your site on mobile to see if it's easy to still contact you, learn more about your product, and interact with it in some way. All right, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to leave a like and a comment, all that YouTube stuff down below. If you have a website that you'd like me to take a look at, to roast and give real feedback on headings and landing page layouts and stuff like that, feel free to leave it in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.